key objectives in 21st century medicine are to understand and improve personalised healthcare and to understand and improve the population health as a whole. And individuals and populations, their biology and also the likelihood of them getting a disease is affected by the gene to environment interaction. And those gene-environment interactions not only change the individual probabilities of getting disease, but also they change your metabolism. So the metabolic phenotype effectively is where genes and environment meet. So it gives you a readout on somebody's biology that isn't just captured by the genome alone. So what we're trying to do here at Imperial, and have been for a number of years, is apply a whole range of advanced technologies, things like nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy and mass spectrometry, for metabolically profiling complex samples such as urine and plasma and tissues, biopsies and that sort of thing, in order to get profiles that relate not only to disease processes but also to disease risk factors. And we've established a very large centre here to do exactly that. Recently, because of the Olympic Games, there's been a drug testing facility that's been created to screen athletes for illegal substances in relation to their sporting pursuits. The analytical technology and instrumentation is very similar to that's required for phenotyping on a large scale. So we've been successful in putting together a proposal with King's College London for taking over the drug testing facility at the end of the Olympic Games and to make this equipment and instrumentation available to the UK university population for doing large-scale metabolic phenotyping. So the technologies that we've developed here at Imperial, we will adapt and develop for this much wider use by the community.
The need it's addressing is that all over the country, many clinicians, scientists, epidemiologists have been collecting cohorts of patients with particular conditions or large-scale population cohorts with a very large number of bank samples. And the genetic determinants of those have been addressed by GWAS and other large-scale studies, and have given some often very interesting hints, but also shown that a great deal of disease remains unexplained at the moment by genetic basis, complex trait, and so forth. Where this new facility comes in now is to look very much at the effects of genes and the environment acting together by looking at metabolic profiling, and offers us the ability to do this at scale and hopefully at very low cost for individual sample study. And we think that this will address a very large number of researchers across the UK and indeed more widely across Europe and North America, who we think will wish to take the opportunity to use this resource together with the bioinformatics behind it and the scientific expertise of Jeremy Nicholson's group.
There are a number of different outcomes in scientific and medical terms that come from this type of phenotyping activity. The first one is to improve our knowledge about population health in general by metabolically classifying individuals from large population studies and linking those into potential disease risks of the future. And if we understand more about those gene-environment interactions that create health problems, then we can legislate better and advise people better about their lifestyle management. So that's a major outcome of this sort of activity. We're also going to be discovering new biomarkers that relate to disease processes, and those biomarkers relate to mechanistic processes in the cells and in the body, which will give us insight into the disease itself and then potentially get new methods of attacking those diseases, new therapeutic targets. There's another angle on this is to do with technology. So we have important strategic partners, Waters Corporation in mass spectrometry, in Bruker spectrospin, in nuclear magnetic resonance, and these partners are putting in a lot of investment into developing the next generation of analytical technology. And so we're talking about miniaturization, increased use of green solvents, because when you do large-scale analyses of these sorts, you use a lot of chemicals, and we want to make that more financially efficient and also better for the environment. And also all the technologies that we're developing here and the computational methods for extracting information are highly relevant to other areas of analytical science relating to the environmental analytical research, pesticides, pollutants, food science. The list is really quite comprehensive. So in addition to addressing a series of medical needs and problems solving to do with population health, there's going to be a long-term legacy of this work in terms of analytical science for the United Kingdom.